It's crazy to think that in a town such as Newmarket, where there are literally thousands of horses, there are children living nearby who have never had the chance to ride one. Well, that has now all changed thanks to the creation of the Newmarket Pony Academy, which is part funded by Godolphin. It's based here at the British Racing School, and I've come along to find out a little bit more about it. The Academy combines with local schools to give children from Newmarket and the surrounding areas the chance to interact with horses and ride on a weekly basis. It's managed by Anna, who explains more.
So originally the idea was from Penny Taylor, who is involved with charities with Godolphin. It originated as Penny's Ponies. They put together a pilot week. They went out and got funding from various people. Godolphin was one of those funders. And it is heavily racing industry based. So we went out, raised the initial funds, and the Newmarket Pony Academy was born. I came on board as manager. We've put together a schools programme, after schools, holiday clubs, and now we're 9 months in and we've facilitated 271 children so far through the schools programme. We have a minibus that was kindly donated by Cheveley Park Stud, so we go and pick them up ourselves, so most of them come from a 20-minute radius. So these are very locally based children, and it's amazing with Newmarket being such a massive hub of racing that they don't actually get the opportunity to sometimes even touch a horse, let alone ride. Racing is a massive part, but the riding schools and the pony and the startup for these children, it isn't there, and it's so expensive. So the importance for us is to be able to give access to these young people. We all know that working in racing and being involved in racing is usually a passion. If that passion can be ignited through riding ponies, for these children that genuinely can't afford it and haven't got the opportunity, then that's a special thing.
As well as practical riding and horse skills, the Academy works with the usual school curriculum while the children are there, meaning some classroom time as well as riding.
The main things this programme promotes are those core benefits, the confidence, resilience and teamwork aspect. So the children come in, they learn equine care as well as riding every day. They do a lot of team building activities throughout the week, and that really promotes that confidence, the self-growth, the self-confidence, which is massive, and it's showing when they go back to the schools. They do English, maths and science. They do their core curriculum while they're here. They estimate heights of ponies, go and measure them and do maths that way, do some conversions. They learn about the horses' diets, the science behind that, what is a protein, what is a balanced diet for a horse, look at samples and relate it to themselves. And then they use the practical things such as mucking out to then do some English. So they write instructions for how you muck out using imperative tense and literary devices. So it's really designed to help their core understanding and their core learning, as well as having that passion for horses and being introduced to this kind of world.
Godolphin are one of the financial backers of the Academy, which might explain the proliferation of blue around the place.
At the moment it's completely free for schools. Some schools are going to make a voluntary contribution, but at the moment it's completely free and completely funded. So there's industry funding such as through Godolphin, through Cheveley Park Stud, the Sir Peter A. Sullivan Trust, and some through the council, so West Suffolk County Council, and a few other smaller funders. We've just got some national lottery funding for our after school clubs. So we hope to continue to fundraise so that this can be free to all that's involved.
So what does the Academy mean for those involved? Young riders William and George tell us more.
George, William, tell me how you enjoyed riding today.
I'd say that it was relaxing.
Yeah?
Yeah. And, well, it was a bit tiring because we had to keep moving.
Uh-huh. And how did you find the trotting, George?
I liked it. I was a bit nervous at first, but I did like it after when I'd done it.
You both look very good. And William, do you see horses a lot? Do your family work with horses?
No.
No. Okay.
No, we see them because we.
Our school is right next to like a horse walk.
Yeah, so we always see them.
Yeah, so we always see them.
But you didn't ride until you came to the academy?
No.
No, I've rid like some ponies before.
Okay. Yeah. Do you see the jockeys around town, and do you think maybe you'd one day like to be a jockey?
Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah.
They don't seem all that certain, but maybe a future in the saddle does lie in wait for these two riders, who could follow such stars as Tom Marquand, Oisin Murphy and Paul Hannigan by attending the British Racing School, whose facilities they share.
Hopefully, you know, lots of these children will come into the industry. You know, there's a lack of aspirations from some of these young people. This has come across from the schools, and actually being here and also being around the British Racing School, it shows them how many different careers and pathways there are in racing. So if they love their time spending with horses, they don't necessarily have to ride horses for a living, but there's so much within the industry. So it really does have a follow-on for these young people into the industry.
And I suppose you're here at the British Racing School. If they do decide they want a career riding horses, it's quite close.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we have the flexible learning plan that they can go on to. We have the foundation course. So there really is a true pathway. So we're picking, most of these children come here from year 5, year 6, so just before they go into secondary school. So from 10 years old, there's then a clear pathway into the industry if there's something they would like to do, and we're happy to support them with that.
Stars of the future? Maybe. But the Newmarket Pony Academy is about improving lives right now, and it's certainly doing that.
If you can see them going behind us, this is the first time they've attempted a rising trot, so none of these had touched a pony on Monday, and we're actually day 2, and yeah, this is their first rising trot. By the end of the week, they end up doing gymkhana games, racing against each other, getting the adrenaline up and screaming at us to go faster. So I really have to get my running shoes on.